Viewers, today I will explain you the double entry system, the basic practical concept of doing accounting. So any practical concept, any technique which is applied in practice in an organized branch of knowledge must be based on certain principles. Okay, and this double entry system in accounting is also no exception. It is based on a set of universally accounting principles, basically the principle of dual aspect concept, which I will explain later. Now let me say something about this double entry system, which was founded by an Italian mathematician named Luca Pacioli. In his book of mathematics, which was published in 1494, as it was in Italian language, so near about 1 century it confined within Italy itself. Thereafter, towards the end of that 16th century, a Britisher translated it into English. Learning Italian language, he translated it into English, and then it was recognized, accepted, and applied in the field of accounting around the whole world. Double entry system is the name of the technique of the principle of the practical application of the accounting principle named dual principle, one of the GAPS, generally accepted accounting principles, followed by the whole world of accounting profession. The dictate, or you can say the guideline of the principle, this dual principle, is that every transaction, this is to be followed mainly. Every transaction must have twofold effects. In other words, every transaction involves at least two accounts. One account is affected on its left hand side, that is debit side. In abbreviated form it is called DER, and another account is affected on its right hand side, that is credit side, and abbreviated form is CR, with equal money value. What I told, according to this principle of dual concept or dual principle, every transaction must have two aspects must affect at least two accounts. One account is to be affected on its left hand side, that is debit side. Another account is affected on its right hand side, called credit side in account, with equal money value. That is the basic concept on which this double entry principle double entry system has been developed. The recognition and application of the twofold aspect of dual principle is known as double entry system. The practical application of double entry system has two approaches. Now I am coming to that practical approach. The practical application of double entry system has two approaches. Double entry system: traditional approach, also called British approach, which is based on the division of accounts, real accounts, tangible or physical existence, things, tangible things having physical shape, size, color, you can touch, you can see, may have life or may not, are real accounts. Nominal, existing by name, no physical existence, these are called intangible. Only we know those by name, like salary, interest, wages, freight, carriage, all these. We cannot commission, discount, we cannot see them in physical shape, only they are existing by name. And real, like furniture, fixtures and fittings, tools, motor vehicles, buildings, plant and machinery, equipment, horses and bullocks, which are also used in business for transportation purposes, called livestock. So those have physical existence, real account. And another is set of personal accounts, individuals' names, institutions, including bank and all, companies, corporate sector, non-corporate, all businesses, institution, non-business institutions also have their own accounting process. And representatives, some representative accounts, like capital is the representative of owner, and some many will come later, will come to know. So these are the rules given by British on the basis of traditional approach. Another is American approach or modern approach, based on accounting equation. This is actually the base of dual concept or dual principle. And more importantly, this set of rules, I mean American approach or modern approach, has been recognized and explained by the apex authority of education in our country, the highest authority of education in our country, that is the NCERT. And unfortunately, there is no mention of even single word in NCERT's book about the traditional or British approach. So If anyone is asked which one is to be preferred in learning, in applying by the students, I must say that modern approach. It is no doubt mandatory for CBSE schools, because CBSE school has to follow NCERT's book. And also, I must say, the ISC students, the students of ISC school, although it is not mandatory for them, they can follow anyone, British approach or American approach, but preferably the modern approach is the best one, because indirectly that is also guided and advised in syllabus. If you see in the syllabus book, and point number 2, subpoint 4 about ledger posting, you will see the reference of modern approach. So modern approach is to be followed in doing accounting. You have to learn, the students to learn the skill of applying that. Of course, learn British approach also, because that is also the history of accounting and that is the origin of accounting. So origin cannot be ignored. We will learn it, but we should, as the world is dynamic and we are always preferring the best one, so we should go to the best. And the British approach has some defects, as I told in my previous video. So I must advise you to follow the modern approach, and the teachers should guide the students that modern approach only, because mostly, above all, NCERT has advised, NCERT has accepted and recognized this method. Now I will go to that as this modern approach is based on accounting equation. This modern approach is based on the accounting equation. So in my next video I will explain about the accounting equation, and on the basis of which how the rules of debiting, crediting accounts have been derived. Very easy, very easy. So wait for the next video. Thank you.